No, I try to understand something different. You know, reading a lot of books about other people's experience and also my own experience. When I go into more an expansive state of awareness or consciousness, there is always a kind of energetic component with it. There is some higher wisdom coming, and I understand who I am and what everything is about much better. And my question was, do you have this kind of experience that when you entered this space and you lost Catherine, that all of a sudden it was like a light went up and you were connected to the wisdom of the universe, or you could see colors, or you had energy experience. Was there anything like that happening?
Those things happened before liberation.
Right.
Now, I see exactly what you're asking, and I'm trying to think what to say.
Yeah.
That's got nothing to do with liberation, but it's very nice.
Mm-hmm.
And it's almost like a taster, but I don't feel connected to the wisdom of the universe because there's no me that could connect to something called wisdom, which might be there, or there, or there, or everywhere.
Well, it's not... it's not that we connect or you connect, but connection happens automatically.
I don't know, I think we're just talking a different language here because it doesn't make sense to me.
Okay.
The problem is that I'm not well versed in talking about this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd be a really rotten teacher because in the end I say, well, this is it. This is all there is. Mm-hmm. All there is this. And that's all I can say, which is sort of disappointing if you want experiences. Because there's no experience, there's no light, there's no bliss.
Mm-hmm. Are you happy?
Well, even that's not simple because it's not what you think it is. It's not what you think it is. I'm certainly not seeking.
Mm-hmm.
And I can be happy, I can be angry, I can be all those things, but...
Or maybe happy is not the right word. Happy is still referring more to a person.
Yeah.
What is a better word is joy. Is there joy in you? I mean, liberation, I feel, would bring so much joy.
Well, someone I know who was very definitely liberated, awakened or whatever, said, you'll be very disappointed when it happens, it can be very flat. So not flat in a bad way, but it's not necessarily fireworks. But there's something, there's no going back, and how can I say it? There's no going back in a very good way. There's no seeking, there's none of that sort of anguish. Mm-hmm. There's just this. And I never thought I would be able to say that. There's just this. Mm-hmm. That's all there is. You don't have to be happy or sad. There's just this.
Mm-hmm. And I guess pain is just pain, and anger is just anger.
Well, I'd rather avoid pain still.
But it's all there is in the moment, I guess.
Yeah. It's still mysterious to me, Renate.
So is it an experience like living from moment to moment? Do you ever look into the future, or do you look in the past, or do you have dreams about the future or about Catherine?
Well,
I guess you have dreams, otherwise you wouldn't have done, as you said earlier, the test. You just did a diploma in something.
Oh,
right?
yes,
So
like it was part of my
dreams.
work. Oh, those sort of dreams. I thought you meant nighttime dreams.
No, I meant dreams about your life.
Not really. Now, that's very interesting you could say that. Now, with this exam I did, I just sort of decided to do the course and take the exam.
Yeah.
But I was just carried along. So I do have things I'd like to do, but I guess on the whole I don't have those sort of dreams. I thought you were talking about nighttime dreams.
No, but what about
Well,
them?
that's quite interesting, because I used to have very interesting psychological dreams. Well, they were interesting to me. My husband might tell you otherwise. And now I seldom have those. The sort of dream I have a very useful little dream. It'll say, something's happening in your life, have a listen. Or, this might happen, just keep your ears open. But completely different to the sort of dreams I used to have. But dreams and visions for my life, no. No longer necessary, not needed on voyage.
So what would your husband say about you?
Oh, you'll have to ask him, poor chap.
Why is he a poor chap?
Well, that's just in case he does say anything horrid. I think he would probably say I'm less anxious. I really am less anxious, less worried.
Were you anxious in your life?
Not very, but I'd fuss about small things more, I think. You know, about catching trains.
Yeah,
I mean, for instance, we might possibly have been late coming for this interview, but it didn't worry me. At one time I would have been tapping my feet and sweating slightly. But still worry happens. Yeah.
So, would it be that because you are more in the flow with life, or you are the flow of life?
I wonder which of those two it is. Perhaps it's more, there's less getting in the way.
Yes.
Probably. I'm not sure. As I said, I don't have all the answers. It's a great relief to be able to say that.
Yeah.
And one thing about liberation is that you can freely say, I don't know.
Yeah.
And you don't need to know.
So, however hard I try, I will never get liberated.
Liberation might happen.
Liberation might happen.
Yes.